Hi, Miss Sophie.
Hi, Carla.
I love it. Girl, this show Flack is crazy as hell, but crazy as hell in a good way,
Yeah,
right?
but I'm often in crazy as hell shows.
You do. You do, which makes me wonder, is there like a little side of you that's kind of just like a little off kilter?
Ask
Just
my
a little
husband.
bit?
Ask my husband next door.
Ask your husband next door?
He'll be like, yeah.
I love. What do you think the one characteristic is about Robin that she kind of goes, I see you, Robin?
I think one of the characteristics is that she can't not do this job. She has to do it. She's really hungry for that success. And I think that is like Caroline, that even though she tries to throw it away and do other things, at the end of the day, she's going to grab that opportunity. And I think she's very ambitious. And I think that's like Caroline too. And she might have to shove a few people out the way to get there. And I'm afraid I think Caroline can do that too.
Yeah, she could without blinking. She'd be like, you got to go.
Because you know what? I think she's like, if you keep up to her level, then she's okay with you. She doesn't care if you are, whatever you are doing, you could be karate chopping, goblins or whatever you're doing in your personal life. She doesn't really, as long as you turn up to work on time and you do your job, that's what she cares about. And if you don't do those things, then you're out.
In the UK, they seem to embrace ageism with women a little bit better than they do here because some of your most revered actresses are older women.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that's a theatre tradition as well, because you have great longevity in the theatre. You can go on for a very long time.
Oh,
And
yeah.
all the big actresses in our country, the Judi Denches, the Helen Mirrens, they're
Maggie
all
Smith.
Maggie Smith, massive theatre actresses. I'm a theatre actor. So that's what gives that gravitas, I think. So you never, on the theatre, you're never really relying on your youth or your looks or anything like that. You're relying on skill. If you can't do it, it doesn't matter how fantastic you look, you are not going to be able to pull off a show. It doesn't.
How do you think that pertains to women of color? Because it's very different for us.
Very different. It's been hard work.
Mm.
Country in England, in America too. Things are definitely changing now and things are moving. But when I was starting off, I mean, there were zero parts for me. But that meant that I went to the theatre because the theatre directors in Britain, anyway, always cast. I played the Duchess of Malfi, the Queen of England. I've played all those parts in the theatre many times because Shakespeare, Chekhov, because I was always cast, and that's why I did so much theatre for like 15, 20 years, years and years of it before I really started doing well on. I mean, when I did Hotel Rwanda and people knew me, I was like 36. In
Right.
some ways, wow, it should have been easier for me at that when I first started because I certainly had the talent of my peers. I was, as talented as the other actresses that were in my peer group that all became like movie stars, but there just was not the parts. There was not the movies. Like there was not. I get offered like the best friend of or the boss at the so and so. Nothing really. I didn't. The movie careers were very very hard to come by for a black actress at that time.
Well, you've been crushing it. You seem to work more than most. So you're doing something right. And maybe it's because your background is rooted in the classics and with skills, like you said.
Skills. It's all about skills. Skills honed.
I'm from the theater too, so I overstand.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's about the skills. When I was on Broadway, been on Broadway a couple of times, I just get so, particularly, I've never really done a musical, and I'm talking about, I became friends with lots of people that are musicals, and those people, they work so hard. My heart is out to them now. All those friends I know that are not working in this pandemic. Wow, it's really hard for a lot of theatre actors and
I
dancers.
know. It is. It's really tough. I could talk to you all day. This is a lovely conversation and it was well worth the wait. Thank
Uh,
you so much for making time for me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for waiting.